Hi and welcome. I am trying to learn medicine. Today, Addison's disease, and after we've done that, we're going to do standing yoga. And if you participate in the standing yoga, then it's at your own risk. This is part 2 or 3, and we're talking about internal anatomy and the disease or disorder, and also the symptoms of the disease. And this is no medical advice, we're just reading about it, learning it. Now, it is a rare disorder in which body becomes incapable of reacting to physical stresses, so the adrenal glands are stopping to work. And they are controlling metabolism of salts and sexual organs, and now they cease to work. Now the adrenal glands cease to work, above the kidneys. The adrenal glands stopping to work, Addison's disease. And the symptoms are starting gradually and becoming them over time. But if early symptoms are neglected, the first apparent symptom may be sudden collapse. The symptoms are getting more severe, up to sudden collapse. Basically, weakness does it start with. We have it in the last part, so I'm just reading it. I'm just recapitulating. No, what is it? Whatever, it's named. Increasing weakness, tiredness, loss of appetite, nausea, abdominal pain, faintness on standing caused by low blood pressure, darkening of the skin accentuated by sunlight, dark patches inside the mouth, collapse after minor physical stress such as slight infections or injuries. Duration permanent even if drug treatment is done. Causes destruction of the outer layer or outer layers of the adrenal glands by autoimmune processes. That is, the body's own defenses somehow react against the gland's tissue. Okay, the causes that for some reason that maybe you're going to say it actually that somehow it's called the autoimmune processes in the human body attack the outer layer of the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands stop to work, and Addison's disease happens. The adrenal glands are doing a lot of metabolism, and the person gets more and more weak. Gradually does it start, but it gets more severe, and even with drug treatment, Addison and definite disease, not disorder. And the symptoms are weakness, tiredness, nausea. If they are not treated, it starts with, it's often times the first signal is unconscious, mostly. If early symptoms are neglected, the first apparent symptom may be sudden collapse. So weakness, tiredness, lots of appetite, nausea, abdominal pain, nausea, faintness on standing, darkening of skin, and dark patches inside the mouth, and collapse after minor physical stress. Complications: failure of the circulation from low blood pressure. Okay, the complications are the collapse, failure of the circulation from low blood pressure, and severe infections. I do understand why these infections are severe, such as pneumonia, that happen. Treatment in the home. None is advised until the condition has been diagnosed. Once the condition has been diagnosed and stabilized, close collaboration between patient and doctor is required to manage the disorder. So that we want to mention also. The condition is permanent, and even if drug treatment has to be done indefinitely, and therefore a close working of the patient, of the doctor and the patient and the doctor is required to manage the disorder. Sufferers must learn how to regulate the dosage of the drugs they take. It's obvious, but I think what I mean that is actually why this thing is not always steady. It is interesting. Just as a side thought, that there are glands or hormone producers which don't produce all the time the same, and many different ones, without any apparent further reason, maybe, that they're not producing all the time the same. When to consult the doctor, as soon as any of the above symptoms occur. Once management of the condition has begun, the doctor should be consulted if there are any unusual symptoms or problems. Okay, what the doctor might do: arrange for blood tests to confirm the diagnosis, refer the patient to a hospital specialist. The specialist will probably admit the patient to hospital for further tests to show the level of salts and extent of steroid hormone deficiency. Okay, testings when done on salt. The glands which control the metabolism of salts and extent of steroid hormone deficiency. If Addison's disease is confirmed, special steroid tablets will be prescribed to replace the gland's own hormones. Special steroid tablets will be prescribed? Yes. So the special steroid glands are then replacing the gland's own hormones. And these drugs are replacing the hormones which is actually the adrenal gland should put out, should set free, should release. Outlook. Addison's disease is readily controlled with tablets which replace the hormones produced by the adrenal glands, and with treatment the outlook is good. But if treated indefinitely with these drugs in close cooperation with doctor and patient, then the outlook is good. If undiagnosed and untreated, the condition can cause eventual circulatory collapse and death. Okay, I think we have it all. Addison's disease. The adrenal glands, both the kidneys, cease to work or stop to work, and normally they are, for example, having to do with the metabolism of salt and regulation of sexual organs. On the other side, they are having to do with the metabolism of the salts, the glands which control the metabolism of salts and sexual organs, and the sexual organs. And now we cease to work. And what was it here? To show the levels of salt and extent of steroid hormone deficiency. And it's been tested on, if it is tested then on salt level and steroid hormone deficiency. The symptoms are gradually starting, getting more severe. If not diagnosed, the first symptoms can be sudden collapse, increasing weakness, tiredness, and also loss of appetite, fainting, and collapse after minor physical stress. Darkness of skin. Maybe we should not do the presentation now. Let's do a proper one next. Okay, we're going to come back to Addison's disease in the next part, and then we will do the presentation and saying for ourselves in a separate video what the Addison's disease is. But before we're going on, we had in the previous parts the question what constipation is. Now, and we're talking now a bit about defecation, and it has to do with defecation. I haven't read properly in, but it has to do with problems of passing the stool. That's constipation. And I looked a moment ago. It's actually by CO, constipation. Now, that was not the medical part. If you're here for medicine, you can go directly to the next part of medicine. We will do now the standing yoga. If you stay and participate in the standing yoga, that is at your own risk. The feet are standing together, the breathing in and lifting the arms up. Then breathe out your arms again down. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out on the side. In and up. Out on the other side. In and up. Inch space between the feet. Breathe out on the side. Up. And out and sit down. Again in and up. Out on the side. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out the arms down to the knees. Breathe in. And out around back and another back. In and a minute. Out in and a minute. Out. In and a minute. Out. And in. Out of the round back up and then shoulder backwards. Shoulder. Breathe again in the arms up. Out over the arms to the side. In and up. Out over the sides down. You think I'm halfway up? Breathe in each side, and out over the side, in and up, out over the sides down, halfway up, higher up, out and up, and up, down. Now to the end of the mat, and breathe in, and out, bring the chin down to the chest, and roll vertebra to vertebra, to the ground, walk in front, into the downward facing dog. Now lift one leg up, lift the arms up. Breathe in, reach in front. Out in front. Arms to the sides. In front. Up. And now bring them to the side of one leg. Open. Again to the middle. Back and again. Side of the leg. Try to come down. Back into the middle. And again the leg high up. And again down facing dog. Lift the other leg up. Bring it in front. Again, in, come up, arms up. Breathe and reach high. Out in the front. Arms to the sides. And over to the knee side, to the outside knee. Open the arms. Close again. And now down beside the leg. Into the middle. And bring the leg up. And again down. Down facing dog. Now to high plank and the box leg. Go back and in front again. And out. Breathe in when you go in. And out when you're back in high plank. Again in. And out the last time in. And out. Back in the downward facing dog. Up on the tiptoes in the stretching dog. And the crevasse cover. Pull my knees in. Back in the stretching dog. Heels down to the ground. Walk slowly in. Breathe in. And out and slowly to the low back up. Make it the top of the breath, shoulder out. And breathe in, lift the arms up. Up on the tiptoes and out and sink down. In and up. Out and down. In and up. And out the arms over the sides, down. Breathe in, bend the right leg. Out, stretch the left leg. In. Out, stretch the right leg. In and change. Out, stretch the left leg. In and change. Out. Into the middle. And out. Breathe in, lift the right hand up to the sky. Breathe out, bend the left knee, look over the right shoulder to the right hand. In, down the arm. Down. In, left hand up. Out, bend the right knee, look over the left shoulder to the left hand. In and down. And out. Make a hand of space between the feet. Shift the weight to the heels. Breathe in and out down the belly can. Again in. And out and down. In. Now in and down. Down and up. Last time in and down. Out and up. Take out of the elbows. Gently rock from side to side. Hands together, feet together, breathe in, straight back. Out and down. In, straight back. Out and down. Breathe in, bring the arms over the sides up. And down. Bring the palms together, the elbows together, breathe in. And out. Bring the elbows up. Again in. And out again up. Hands together, breathe in. And out, push the front, bring the head down. In and up. Out, push in the front. In and in the middle. Down. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And breathe out, draw the shoulder blades together. In and up. And out and down. In and up. Out, lean to the side. In and up. Out to the other one. In and up. Intertwine the fingers, reach high. Breathe out, reach your foot out of the leg. In and in the middle. Intertwine the other leg around it, breathe in, reach high. Breathe out, reach your foot out of the back. Breathe in the arms up. And out and down. Intertwine the fingers behind the back, bring them over to one side, breathe in, turn up. Out, head over to one side, chin down to the clavicle. Pull the arm and then the shoulder down. Breathe in, lift the gaze. Turn it over to the other side, hands over to the other side, breathe again in. Out, pull the arm and shoulder down and go with the chin down. And lift the gaze back into the middle. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, lean back with the long arms, Biskayaka. In into the middle. Out and lean back. In into the middle. Out the arms down. Again in the arms up. and the arms up. Bring the hands to touch and lower the hands slowly down to heart center. That was the fast and short Zen yoga. I thank you very much and until next time.